Reese's.
Yep, fries and
Nice.
Reese's from Checkers.
Once
I can't talk today because apparently when I accidentally said bleeding, YouTube's up.
nice. Yeah, accidentally said bleeding. What?
I accidentally said who's bleeding on their mic.
Oh God.
Uh,
Oh, I
well,
don't know.
I heard breathing.
Right.
The fuck?
That was a wheeze and a half.
All right.
Hold on, let me just.
That wasn't
inhale
even a
my
wheeze. That
microphone
was
real
just
quick.
me like going in my mic.
Good God. Okay. Anyway, so I
a
believe we're
goose.
fully live now. So hello and welcome everybody to the 12th episode of Fallout Pen and Paper, technically. Although we're using Roll20 for this. Eventually we're going to be moving this into a different thing, but I need to prepare that other thing, and that's going to take God knows how long, and who knows what will be done to it. But, so for now we're going to be doing this. As you guys can see, we have Winchester here with us, Jap Taxi, Rogue, and Krampus,
Okay.
although Rogue is AFK at the... No, Krampus is AFK at the
I'm
moment.
not.
Rogue is here. Rogue is here. Krampus is AFK.
Yep,
He's
I'm
eating
here.
some kind of food.
oh my God, Rogue is here for real for once.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Holy
he was
shit.
here last time too.
I know.
Oh, he is. Oh,
Well,
well.
not last week.
Was he?
But
Were you? I
Big
thought you were here
before,
last
so-
week.
No, he wasn't here last week.
Um,
He was here the week
no.
before last.
I was.
Last
the
week we
last
didn't
time I
have
was on,
Krampus
I was.
and Rogue.
Uh-huh.
I was still in the in Vault 300.
Oh,
time
yeah,
I was
right. Yeah,
playing this,
last week was Krampus and Rogue were AFK. Yeah, so if you guys had not seen last episode, or not here last episode, Zero's not going to be able to hear this either, but that's okay. You probably watched the episode. Y'all were inside of Vault 300, which I'll move over to real quick for you folks for visual reference. There we go. Thought I wouldn't do that. Y'all, let's see. Tiny midget child was inside the lab. She managed to bash her entire skull into a wall at one point or another, because apparently blind people don't take directions very well when you don't say the directions very well.
I said far left.
Nah, you said it after I left.
It was an open door, and you
And
were
I'm
like
supposed to
10
see
feet
that?
down the hall.
And I'm supposed to see that.
No, you're not supposed to see it. You're blind. You're supposed to hear it because it was words.
Should have been better.
Let's see. Tiny midget child also followed Big Honking Death Claw and scared the living bejesus out of him until he clawed through a fully metal door and ripped his own skin to escape her. But she was overjoyed at the fact that she had some sweet, sweet blood to deal with.
Some sweet succulent lizard
Yeah.
blood.
Jap Taxi and
Really?
Ace, they went into here, which was a massive area of gory blood bodies of rotting tissue, which probably smelled about as good as it sounds. And Jap Taxi waded through the whole body of a horde of bodies, which is this over here. Horde of bodies. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy was here. Right. Anyways, he waded through the bodies. He got into the area in the back, found a dude with a laser rifle, and then decided to nuke all of it with basically Molotovs. And then
He wasted our booze.
he Molotov.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, he wasted
He wasted
like
what?
4 bottles of vodka, I think.
I think it was only 3.
Oh,
but
vodka.
yeah.
3
okay.
bottles of vodka. Yeah, just yeet some vodka in here. Blew up. All the bodies were exploding.
One on top of the dude, one at the top of the pile in the middle, and then one at the entrance.
Yep. And then he also found some gold, because that makes sense. Bunch of other weapons, which I've not included as of yet, which I probably will need to at some point, but there's a lot of crap.
Makarov and laser rifle, aren't you?
You will get them eventually. I just have to slowly process all of it. And school has not been letting me. But next week is a semi-open week, so I might be able to do that next week.
Give me my tools of the stupidity. I'm going to use them for dumbness.
God, you don't even have anything in laser rifle. You won't be able to
It's
hit
a
with it.
rechargeable laser rifle, remember?
Yeah, you won't be able to hit with the damn thing.
I don't need to hit with it. It's purely there for the sense of stupid for my character because I'm
God.
pacifist.
Ah,
I have a hazard in
True.
Makarov sin.
That's
Are
true.
you really surprised?
You guys also got Pike at one point, and actually, no, that's an entirely different thing. But you guys got Pike at one point. Whoops, I apologize.
A question: did we check the armory real quick? Or did
Yeah,
we...
see, yeah, that was where Mr. Krampus got to take a nap because he exploded into the ceiling.
Again, you're
Oh.
welcome.
Yeah, he Ace almost died, and then Krampus got half his health taken away, and gory insides became outsides. Oh yeah, and she made a nightmare drug as well as a sleepy time drug for nice people. And then y'all decided to leave after she had a horrible panic attack, and this place was basically not erupting into flame because they blocked off this door with a metal table, but it's horrifying.
the smell. Ooh, this
Mhm.
smell.
Anyway, so after y'all left this building here, it was nighttime. You were next to Krampus, who was clenching a Kevlar, what was it? Kevlar weave,
Sheet.
I guess, sheet. Yeah, Kevlar sheet, like a baby blanket, and it was about as big as one. So compared to him, it's pretty much the size of his hand. Uh, Tiny Child was sleeping in his arms. Jap Taxi was bouncing around on top of Winchester's back.
Actually was riding the death claw.
Yeah.
Jap wasn't bouncing for the first few minutes, and then he started bouncing and putting
Yeah.
away stuff, and you had him put away his pants.
I forgot about that. And then y'all started going a little bit further ahead as Winchester decided they might as well make for the town that they heard of from the holotape that was in his neck. All the way directly over to that town, which took you guys a little bit before y'all went to sleep. She was already sleeping. It was pretty much the middle of nighttime, and y'all walking. Do you guys say anything to each other while y'all walking, or is it just relative quiet besides Jap
Sin,
Taxi
did you
singing?
forget?
What?
Did you forget the amount of beer bottles I was on?
Oh God.
55 beer
Oh.
bottles.
Didn't you
55
have
bottles
like
of beer on the
11
wall.
bottles of
55
vodka?
bottles of beer. You take one
You have a
down, you
lot
pass
of
it
vodka
around.
on you.
54 bottles of
Wait.
beer on the wall.
Wait, why'd you find beer?
Jap has this. Jap looks at you. I'm
Jap
thinking.
has vodka.
54 bottles. Do you guys not know the song?
I know the song. It's just, where did you find beer in this wasteland?
Beer is vodka, see? As he pulls out a bottle off Winchester. See?
Oh, okay. Eh. Oh, at least you
54
have that.
bottles of beer on the wall.
54 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around. 53 bottles of beer on the wall.
Are you okay, Jep? Just asking as a friend here.
Jap's always okay. Jap's happy. Jappa. 53 bottles of
Okay,
beer.
just make sure. Make sure. All right.
I'm gonna stretch
Mhm.
as I can, and then curl into a smaller ball on Ace's chest.
Okay. So
She
you
is
guys
just a
are
ball
While I'm
wandering.
mumbling about beer.
No, the child is wandering about beer. Alright. So you guys are wandering for
dear,
the
well.
most part, getting to listen to Jap Taxi's wonderful rendition of how many beers on the wall can you talk about before someone shoots you. As you guys are wondering. Ace, I believe you were just kind of noting how Jap Taxi worked, more or less.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are slowly making your way through the desert, which is getting very, very cold. It is going to nighttime, so like with most deserts, the temperature is decreasing rapidly. Probably, I would say, probably down to around 20-some degrees-ish. It is a very cold night as you guys are wandering through.
Winchester is a cold-blooded animal.
Oh yeah. Don't they go sleep in the cold?
Yeah. So the moment it starts getting cold, he starts kind of, getting losing his stop walking until eventually he's out.
You just see Winchester like asleep. You guys do see some road in front of you, which is right here, which is probably a start to the town. But Winchester is out like a light.
Yep. He is asleep.
Wait, why is it? We have an emergency! We have an emergency! Winchester isn't moving.
Oh dear. You might be right about that. How long has it been since he's moved?
30-some seconds.
How many bottles of beer was I on?
I believe you're on 70. Let's say 70.
Oh no.
Sasuke, wake up. We're having Deathclaw steaks tonight.
Winchester!
Actually, if you guys,
Winchester! Who's a Winchester? Wait,
Again,
is Jack just like
had it.
slapping Winchester all over? I think he's alive. He's still human. I mean, warm. I mean, what?
well, no,
Let me
he's
get
not.
the
He's actually
fire
right.
ready.
He's not because he's not warm because he's cold-blooded. He is still a lizard after all. He may have been a human once, but he's.
I
still
was sitting on your back.
Oh,
Where I
wait.
was sitting would be warm.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
God.
This
I
is
start building a fire to cook Winchester.
But if you guys would listen for a brief moment, you would hear him actually
Yes.
snoring.
Mhm.
that's what I thought. Guys, are you all familiar with reptiles?
Yeah.
I know they
What do
taste pretty good
reptiles
with
do?
salt and pepper.
True, but
and
what do reptiles
paprika.
do in the winter?
They- Just like I should be. Now, cut them up so I could cook. And
You
Don't worry, Jeff has
are-
a solution.
You do? Well,
Yeah.
let's hear it.
Jeff just gets off his back. Props open Winchester's mouth.
Oh no.
Are you
This
gonna
is
He
gonna
poured
end
alcohol
vodka
in
in
there
his
to
gut.
warm him up?
This is gonna end.
Y'all
well.
are.
Well, it's better than
Ace,
anything.
you see
gonna have a
Jap
drunk
pull out
death
several
plot.
bottles
Ron,
of.
Sin, no.
Oh?
Remember, I'm pantsless right now.
Oh, oh no!
Well,
Oh
Thank you,
god!
This worked for wounds.
Oh god!
Okay, I need to be sure what
What
exactly.
gonna do if he's pantsless?
Think
I-
about it. He's pantsless right now, and he's like, "I have an idea. Props, open your mouth."
Oh
Hmm.
god! Does anyone want to
Oh,
stop the horror show that's about to happen here?
I'm
I'm just gonna
focused on
plug
fire.
Yuki's ear or Sasuke's ears.
Jap has not relieved.
I-
Mm-hmm.
Jap has not relieved himself since he got on the death claw.
Oh,
uh,
oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Let the yellow rain flow.
Warrior
God.
7 is kind of half concerned and half curious on what's going to happen because he has never seen this happen before.
I don't think any
Nor has he seen-
creature that values their lives have done this before.
Nor has he seen a Deathclaw drunk before. So
So
I
he
assume
pulled-
that's what's going to happen.
No, he's about to pee
No,
in the
no,
Deathclaw's
no.
mouth.
Oh, that is not gonna. That is
So-
not
so-
gonna be. Oh god, this.
So no one decides to stop him, apparently.
I
What?
I hear anything because Ace covered my ears.
Yeah.
the courier is going to once he realizes what's going to happen, he goes to grab Jet by the under his arms and lifts him up. Christ, dude, like, whoa there.
Oh, right in
Oh my
the
God,
eyes.
fall from his
Think
head.
twice about this.
So you do realize that he was in prime position. He's gonna release the Kraken whether you like it or not.
You lift him up and you tell him you better think about your actions before you do that.
And then you just start hearing it.
No.
Crap. Well, I hope he's not mad or pissed off at you.
You're thinking about how long you have to use the bathroom for.
It's like a
So,
freak.
so whenever he was not holding up his mouth anymore, his head.
Yeah. So it just sprays all over your forehead and face. It does warm you up though.
But
It
is it
is
enough?
very warm.
Is it enough though? What do I roll if it's
Yeah, I don't think I've ever questioned what you might roll when someone pees on your face.
I would. All right,
That's a good
let's do this.
question.
A percentage roll of a 1d100.
Alright, yeah, let's do that. You
Yeah.
give Bubba, God, I don't know, 60, I guess, to see if you wake up. No, you should.
No, it's way too fucking cold out here. So,
Oh, but the fire is behind you now, as it starts to warm up. So the golden shower isn't warming you up very much, but the heat
No,
behind your ass.
no, I can already see. They grabbed a hold of Winchester's tail and put it in the fire. So he's just sleeping there for a second.
Oh, I feel so bad for Winchester. Just sprays down his face.
In a few, okay, so you see, everyone's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
They hear the fire, the crackling of the fire. His tail sizzling in it. He's just sitting there sleeping, and then in 3, 2, 1, his eyes shoot open as he goes running into the desert, and you just hear his thing going.
It will work.
Hey, it worked. He's awake.
Yeah.
But no, you guys see him
Oh.
trying to stick his tail into the sand to get it to cool off because the sand is probably freezing right now.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're staring at him like sitting there,
Ah.
like shoving his tail into the sand, staring at all of you. And you just slowly see him staring, and tipping, and tipping.
Yeah. So he's like, just he's cool. His tail's cooling off.
Mhm.
What's that smell?
You might
where am I
not
taking-
want to know the answer to
Hey,
that.
so, Jab, what have you drinking in the past few minutes in world?
I have no idea.
It would be a few hours. Didn't he have alcohol? Didn't he have
I feel like
vodka?
you did.
earlier?
You had some kind
Yeah,
of alcohol.
yeah.
Okay, drunk Jap is not normal Jap. Do you really want to? Okay, we had water, right?
Yes, yeah, right, water.
I'd assume that he had drinking at least one of those. Because
Yeah.
drunk Jap is not a good Jap, and Jap isn't allowed by what's her face to have booze.
Fair.
Hello?
So he's just
Hello.
sniffing.
Can
He's
y'all
like,
hear me?
Yep.
whatever. It just smells irradiated.
It smells probably
My, oh
quite
my.
foul. I can hear you. Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Hi. Man, this is
My
This is
internet
horrifying.
crashed because of the snow.
Mm.
yeah. So snow that crashed this, not the experience of what you're seeing.
I didn't like whatever the fuck was going on, so it was like, nah, bruh, peace.
Nah, fam.
You might not want to. If you didn't know, you might not want to know.
Do
Say that.
there's your fire.
So he finally gets his tail out,
Mhm.
and it's cooled off. So he comes back and he's curls himself around the fire so he can feel the most of the warmth.
Well,
This isn't a
Get- Do I know that he's curling around the fire?
Yeah, you can hear him as he's like slithering around, and you can also feel the wind like
Alright.
push past you as you're
I'm
staring
gonna
at the fire.
his tail into the fire to start cooking his tail.
No, he's awake this time, and he moves his tail out of your way.
You just see the tiny midget slowly pushing your tail, and you just flick it. As she pushes it, you flick it. As she pushes it, you flick it. It's just back and forth over and over again.
Ace, you didn't kill it.
I mean, that's not exactly stopped you before.
Good point. I try even harder to.
Fortunately, he has significantly more strength than you do, so you just budge it by like an inch, and he just budges it back. And you budge it, and he budges it back, and you have a lot of endurance though, so you just do this for God knows how long.
And this isn't really taking much effort on Winchester's part, so it doesn't really expend any of his stamina to do.
He just looks tired.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone inform Jap about the fact that he has no pants right now?
No,
I
think
assumed he knew after,
there
you know,
reason-
relieving himself.
Slapping skin right now.
Good chap, where has your pants gone?
Again.
I thought somebody else would find them, honestly. I've been looking for a while now. They aren't on the ground anywhere.
Mhm.
But that's okay. Does Zap really need pants?
I mean, considering we have a child in our midst, it might be
He's
best to
blind.
be more appropriate.
You look at the child, you're just like, what the child could see.
Yes, yes, the child.
The blind child, god damn it, I forgot.
Just
You
because
just
can't
look at the
see
child,
it
it's just
doesn't
like
mean I can't.
the blood. You just
If you're
start
hearing-
whacking his
if
tail.
You're hearing the clap of Jap's ass cheek.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna- Sorry, my brain spoke before I could stop it.
So eventually, Winchester finally gets tired as he reaches over with his claw, lightly hooks Sasuke's,
Sasuke. Mhm.
her like the back of her shirt,
Mhm.
kind of hooks it and lifts her and moves her away.
Just drops her right in Ace's arms.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Dunk.
if you excuse me, I'm gonna check the bag for my pants because I feel like they might be there. As he
Most likely.
walks around to the side of Winchester, avoiding his head at all costs and looking for his pants.
You slowly end up finding it. There's now a nice little campfire surrounded by a deathclaw in front of you guys. It is
Smells like piss.
covered in piss, reaching really low temperatures, although this is technically well enough to walk in it, and Krampus doesn't seem phased by the fact that it's cold. You're not quite sure he feels cold. He's using a tree to scratch his back at the moment.
Oh, wouldn't she feel it like extremely?
What'd you say, sorry?
The cold.
Since she's so small, wouldn't she feel it like to an extreme extent?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
mean-
Because since you are cold, about 20-ish degrees. Yeah, you would be like shivering in Ace's arms, like legitimately cold, like almost to dangerous extents. You don't really have any heating equipment on you, or very thick clothes. You do have traveler's clothes, so you are not the coldest you could be, but you're pretty goddamn cold.
So,
Mm.
Ace, you specifically see Winchester kind of like, moving a little bit to kind of make room next to himself in front of the fire, so you can kind of like come and sit there, so he can kind of block the wind and the cold as he's sucking in all the heat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick her up and sit next to Winchester,
Mm-hmm.
with me between Winchester and her,
Well,
because I
obviously,
still don't trust the Deathclaw.
Well, of course, that's
Yeah.
exactly how I was expecting it to be.
Mm-hmm. And Krampus over here is just scratching his back with a tree, staring at you with a wide-eyed look of confusion as to why you guys are sitting around a fire. It's perfectly nice outside to him. At least you assume that's what he's thinking. He just looks off, staring
Oh, wait,
in the distance,
I wonder.
scratching his back with a tree. He legitimately might just be relaxing. You don't know what he does. This could be him relaxing. He could be traumatized. No one knows what's going on through this man's brain.
So I'm pretty sure by now Winchester would probably notice he's scarred up to hell.
Oh yeah, Winchester or
Yeah, Winchester. Because he was when
oh
he
yeah,
tried
yeah.
to
You have
escape
you have a
that
lot of fresh
Yeah, he
wounds on you at
realizes
this
this thing,
point.
so he just kind of starts licking his wounds.
Oh.
The lizard part of his brain kind of kicking in now that he's kind of calming down.
Mhm.
He's licking his wounds, trying to clean them out.
Yeah. Lot of wounds that you have.
Yeah.
So, any do you guys want to talk around the campfire at the moment? Tell some
This is when
stories
you get
or
an idea. Little one. You procured my blood, didn't you? When I cut myself back there in the vault.
Of course I did. I'm not gonna leave it there like a duck.
Well, I was wondering if I could have a sample of it. I haven't actually been able to study my own blood for quite some time. Haven't been able to
When
actually
I'm
penetrate
done
my
with it, you
skin.
can have some.
Thank you. I would like to run a few tests on it.
Or I could just grab some more from you right now.
No. That would not be necessary. But until the next time I get wounded, then you're allowed to take as much as you actually. You will be allowed to take 2 vials the next time I get wounded.
I mean, I could just stab your finger right now.
You sound like you're rather tired, little one. Why not go ahead and sleep?
'Cause it's so fucking cold, bruh.
Well, obviously I can feel the cold, but being cold-blooded as I am, I don't exactly feel it as bad as you all do. Which is why I'm
I'm
kind of.
fucking tiny. I don't get to produce my own heat.
Krampus like walks over to you guys as you mention the cold and he's like, "Weather warm. Krampus, have fun." He's just scratching his back. You don't know why
Well,
he's scratching his back. You legitimately think that this tree is just his new pet or something, because he's just scratching his back and having a very fun time. It's a very unpleasant sound for you as the tree is breaking against his back, Sasuke. But it's pretty good. He is now blocking
to
a significant portion of the wind, though, as his massive body is pretty much acting like a wall between you and cold.
I try to bare his chest to like block out any sound.
it's literally just the Mando and the Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
I never thought of it, but yeah, kind of.
That is surprisingly accurate for that. But yeah, Rogue, would you like to start a conversation, or you guys just get some sleep for the weather to pass?
I actually, after everything that happened in that vault,
Mm-hmm.
I think the courier just wants to just rest.
Have a good
He's seen
long nap.
he's seen a lot today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
A giant super mutant ripping off a door, a massive fire sounds exploding at distance, Jap Taxi looking weird, a claw running away from a tiny child who sounds like a demon as she's walking after him with a baseball bat hitting the ground. Yeah, it's been a terrifying time.
It has been, yes. I think I might need to get take a bottle of vodka from or have alcohol Ship has and just pass out. Because it's after seeing what Jeb did with to the
Bodies.
that
Mhm.
did it.
I think he mostly means
Why
the
didn't you remember?
And the
Why did you
kissing.
have to remind me of that? Winchester, Death Claw, yes, the Death
Yeah.
Claw. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to pass out, man, and forget
Yeah.
all of this.
Alright.
So
So,
they all
well,
go into
you grab some vodka, you lay down against the surprisingly warm Deathclaw, who is
Well,
heating
he's
up by the
sucking at the
fire.
heat from the fire right now, so obviously, like, he's getting hot.
Hey,
The
it's the
Krampus is
Krampus.
back.
And I suppose Ace is just talking with
Krampus, currently you
Awesome.
are scratching your back on a tree.
the tree is breaking against your back, but it's a nice back scratcher.
Just scratch.
Christmas spirit.
Pretty much.
Reach the tree next to us, yeah?
Also, aren't I covered in bandages as well or something?
Yeah. They heal very
So
quickly.
them bandages being ruined now.
Oh yeah.
Not that you care. Because,
Nope.
Badges fall off your well-toned chest. What was that, Jap? That's
So we got trees here, yeah?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of dead trees around. All of them are
Jack's,
very cold.
Jappy's gonna grab his bag and climb up one.
Oh my god. Alright, what's her endurance? Hold on.
Dom is
You have
being
average
super-
endurance. The cold is bothering you, but considering your mindset, not to a significant degree. You're gonna be real stiff in the morning though, but I'm sure you can work that out real easily.
I mean, what is stiff by Jap standards, really?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, are you AC just tell some mob stories during the night? And how
Sure.
scary he is.
By the way, I am
Or-
carving another mask in the tree just for fun.
Or you know what? I could tell them the story of Christmas.
Oh no. So you
But no,
begin your story
about
of the
mob
mob
stories.
stuff, and then Krampus like walks up next to you, like moving his tree back forwards as he smiles.
Through his mask.
Mhm. So you want to tell your story, Krampus?
Unless Egg wants to say, Ace wants to say anything.
Mhm.
Just scratching his neck.
If you got a story, man, go for it.
Grandpa's no story. Grandpa's no story of Christmas.
Oh yeah, I
As
think
I
only
try to.
2 people would know that
Hmm?
story.
Does any of you know Christmas?
Jap heard you say Christmas a lot, but Jap don't really know what Christmas is.
Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The
But I don't
stockings
have a
were hung
house.
by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be here. The children were nestled, all snug in their bed, while visions of bombs dance all over their head.
Oh my god.
And Mama, in her kerchief, and I, in my cap, had just settled down from a long, bloodthirsty battle.
God.
When out on the grave, there roused some clatter. I sprang into action to see what was the matter. Away to the window, I fired my gun, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. but the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave me a clear midday view of the objects below. A man in red, with a hat just like mine. With a hat just like mine. I knew in that moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his blood came to me, and I whistled and shouted their name. Santa, I didn't mean to. Please forgive me. And just like that, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, I knew then Christmas was with me.
What the fuck?
He said, "Oh my."
What the fuck was that?
Any questions?
Are you okay?
Happy
You okay?
Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
We need an animatic of that, I swear.
We do.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
that was amazing.
Chap understood none of that.
Can I roll style to see if Sasuke gets nightmares from that shit?
Oh my god, well what?
Like a percentage to see if she gets nightmares from listening to that shit.
Yeah, feel free, roll me a D100.
Alright,
Saint
what is the
Nick.
percentile before I roll it?
This is a terrifying story. Let's go with 70. Also, the dead bodies, you know. Get above 70 and you won't have not. Nope, you.
Why did he not speak? He spoke not a word, for his jaw was removed from his little head.
Yeah, you're definitely having nightmares.
At least.
Yeah, either about Saint Nick being massacred, or bombs in stockings, or dead bodies being lit on fire, or maybe all three in some weird combat. Maybe Santa in a stocking with bombs in it that's also on fire. There you go. That's your nightmare.
To be honest, I was trying to read "Twas the Night Before Christmas," but added my little twist to it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. I think Courier is actually laughing in his sleep. To be honest, after hearing all this.
Oh, that's horrifying beautiful. Alright, so the night passes semi-smoothly.
I'm going to hold Sasuke a little tighter after hearing that story. I'm assuming she's going to have a nightmare.
Yeah, Fred Krepus lays down next to you guys, his whole body being like an entire wall from how thick and strong he is.
Feels satisfied with telling them such a beautiful story.
Such a wonderful
They'll be
bedtime
Maybe
story.
sleeping peacefully tonight.
Yeah, so the night passes semi-smoothly for most of you. The cold quickly fades away into warmth as the sun starts to rise. A little bit too warm for your guys' likings, but it does start to get much, much better than the icy cold of the night. It's probably like 90-ish degrees as the sun starts to tilt into more noon-ish when you all eventually start to get up. Very hot, but somewhat better than cold, I would say. Better than ice. Heat is better than ice. Says y'all start to slowly awaken. I'm assuming Jap is starting to do calisthenics again.
Rap has been doing calisthenics. He's an early riser. He's just like jumped off the thing, probably face planted, stood on the rock, and has been doing calisthenics, butt naked the entire time. His clothing are all caught on his bag and clothing are all caught on the branches of the thing. He's just sitting there doing calisthenics for the world to see.
It's a good thing the child can't see
He's
this.
almost as bad as Satsuka in FF14.
How many clothes can you not wear at one point in time? Everything. Yeah, so you guys get to wake up to a nice morning. There's no birds that are chirping because they're either all dead or the sun ate them. There's not a lot of wind, and as you guys wake up, you just hear the slight panting of Jap as he's doing his exercises. And for
One and
Sasuke,
two.
she can hear the slapping.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and stretch. Okay, there we
Oh God, I did not need to see that first thing in the morning.
You gotta love them glutes.
Barbecue looks small.
Why is there
What's this about barbecue?
slapping?
Just tune it out.
Stretch.
You don't want to know.
Slap.
Do you even actually take a good look at Jab?
What is? I don't even want to know.
I mean, do any of you actually take a good look at Jap though?
Yeah, Krampus does. Because
Fuck no.
Krampus stands up and turns around, allowing everyone who's looking in his direction a wide view of it.
Winchester's just starting to get up as he, stands up, kind of shakes some of the sand off,
Mhm.
and he looks over and sees it.
Jap's covered in burn scars from head to his toes, like chest frame. Like you can see bits, like you can outline some bones here and there beneath burns, as most of his torso, back and all, are covered in laceration and burn, like scarring,
God.
as he's just stretching away.
So Winchester doesn't care that you're naked, but he's gonna come walk over as he just examines your wounds to an extent.
1 and 2 and 3 and okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and hi.
Hello. Do not mind me, friend. I'm just checking. I'm just looking at your wounds. The burns.
You're
have
looking at his penis, Winchester.
How
No.
would you know?
That's
I
again,
can hear it.
technically, if you can hear that, couldn't you hear everyone when they move?
Yeah.
Regardless
I
of
can hear you.
Wouldn't you, like, okay, seriously though, by the technicality of hearing Jap, wouldn't you hear everyone when they move because you're in a gaggle of men, roughly?
Oh, God.
Except everyone else is pants or is wearing pants or doesn't have open genitalia.
Yeah.
She can hear the shuffling of pants. She just chooses to ignore it.
I mean, you would hear the shuffling of pants on anyone.
Yeah.
I am more interested in these scarrings you have on your back, mostly.
What
He kind of uses his claw to kind of trace some of the scarrings on your back.
scarring?
You have deep. Okay, well, what kind of scarrings are they actually? So Winchester can detail them.
Roughly deep lacerations, heavy burn marks that go from one part of his back, probably from one shoulder to the other, or like going down to his roughly his pelvis. The lacerations themselves are over, like the skin is like stitched together before it's burned closed. That kind of scarring as well. You notice that from one end or another, you see like where skin would normally be is just it's an indent, and kind of the skin is like very raggedy. You know how like you see like shark attack victims, how sometimes when they, especially if they have like big chunks.
Yeah,
when
they
they're
just have a piece of them. Just it seems to be missing.
Yeah, and it's like that type of lacerations on some of parts of his back as well.
Oof.
So like basically what you're saying is that it looks like he had either been slashed or whipped real hard.
Slashed, whipped, burned, wounds closed and then burned on just in the middle though, and just like a lot of skin that just doesn't seem to look right.
So Winchester's kind of examining it over, and as a medical professional that he can remember, he can easily deduce that these look like torture wounds.
What wound?
The ones on your back, Jap. you have many deep lacerations on your back and burn marks here and there, and seems like some of your back is just plain missing.
What are you talking about? Jep turns to you, and it's the same. It's the same story on the front part of his body, beneath the neckline where his shirt would normally show,
Mhm.
behind, and it's just this. It's the same story.
You know, Jap, I've never actually asked you, how do you see out of your mask?
Jep has holes, a lot of tiny holes,
Very, very tiny holes, I would assume.
punctures. I mean, all my masks are wood, so you mean, yeah,
Hmm.
a lot of tiny holes. See, as he puts a random mask on your face, and you can see out of the eye holes. They're kind of some of them are.
Wait, I'm pretty sure you would probably more like put them over his eye because his face is too big to actually.
Yeah,
put it-
roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he closes one eye as he looks out the one you put it on. He's like, "Oh, I see." But even then, it's not that easy to see out of it. So you would definitely have like tunnel vision most.
Jeff have tunnel vision? What tunnel vision? Jeff didn't know. Jeff don't care. As Jeff throws the mask up towards his bag. Anyway, Jeff's gonna continue stretching. By the way, has anyone seen my clothes?
I'm pretty sure that.
I
Check Winchester's horns. He might have stolen them again.
They're not there.
I have been asleep for the past. He looks up at the sun and he like, where's the sun at in the sky right now? Roughly.
Probably
Well,
noonish.
I've been asleep for roughly 8 to 7 or so hours, if my math is correct, and we went to bed at roughly around midnight time. Now, anyway, everyone, we need to be collecting ourselves together and be heading on to the next area.
you
Climbs
might
up
be
the tree,
right.
gets all of his equipment and his clothing, puts it back on the tree.
Found my clothes, guys. Whee!
Jep, do I even want to know how your things got up in that tree?
Sitting in the tree, and then I got down, and then I was stretching, and then all of a sudden, Jep.
I guess that's the answer. Not really sure what I was expecting, but
Okay, so Rogue, I need to make sure. What is your character's actual name?
He hasn't told anyone, I don't
like-
think.
I haven't told anyone. I just said that my name is Quarter7.
Mhm.
That's what I'm known as.
Currently.
Well, Winchester wouldn't remember that, but he would remember your name started with a Q. So he looks over to you, and he's like, sorry, I forgot your name, but I'm going to call you Q for now. Could you come over with me?" As he just kind of walks away from the group for a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Where did you get a Q?
Courier.
That starts with a C.
C.
Ah.
Yeah, well, listen, all right. Winchester has like little tiny holes right at the back of his face, so facial features. So you have to forgive him if you can barely hear very well.
I question that, but
You wanna walk with
I'll
him?
be honest. Yeah, I'll walk with him.
Alright. I'm assuming at this point Sasuke is starting to bring out some pots and pans to make a good hearty breakfast for your long walk ahead. Then
Wait, Ace, didn't you say we were gonna have Deathclaw last night?
Well, turns out it wasn't dead, so...
Thought you killed it!
I never said I killed it. I said
Mm.
it was dead, and
I
it wasn't.
Oh my god, I can already see Sasuke just like when she said, "Yeah, I thought you killed it," just stomping her foot with a big puffy face and her arms just going down.
oh, so cute.
Now what are we supposed to eat for protein?
Oh no, you said that in front
Oh,
of Krampus.
I think it's always Doug.
Krampus starts reaching into his bag and you can hear it shuffling around.
Oh, I'm scared.
Big guy, I don't want to know what you have in your bag. I just want it to stay there.
He looks at you with a pout. He pulls out. You're not entirely sure what this is, but the very smell of it makes you gag. Krampus protein.
Krampus protein. Made himself.
He starts to put it back into his bag as the smell starts to fade away. Alright, so, oh yeah, Ace, you could teach, actually, Ace and Jap, you probably both know cards too, don't you?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Teach him a game.
Keep forgetting that Jap Taxi actually has cards in his bag.
Looks like we're having soup again.
Would I have cards? I assume I would have cards.
You would probably have like three decks on you at any point in time, just in case somebody burns something.
You know, one's rigged, one's not rigged, and the other one is full of jokers.
Are you kidding? Both of them are rigged. No, to be fair, you don't actually have to rig the cards themselves. It's just memorizing what has been played already.
Yeah, no, that's true, yeah.
So you just pull out like a couple of decks and show them to Jap. While they're playing their games, apparently, and making soup, as Krampus is quite saddened over not using his protein.
Why do I feel like his protein is like a human leg or something?
It could be from that smell.
It's probably a rat roast.
Rotting human leg.
Yeah, you really don't
Where
want
is
to know
Doug,
the
by the way?
answer. Doug, he's just around. He kind of disappears every now and again. Actually,
Doug?
Jap, yeah, Doug. Jap Taxi.
Doug Jap's house back in Junction.
Oh yeah, he's all the way back there. He's having some fun with their. Anyways, so yeah, Rogue, you and Winchester. I keep forgetting people's names. Start talking.
Okay.
So now I don't exactly know your proper name, so I hope you don't mind if I just call you Q, because you called yourself the curator, right?
Courier 7, but
Oh, courier.
that'll work. Courier, yes. I'm basically
Well, I'm go with Q because it's much easier for me to remember, considering all of our interesting personas that we have.
True. I mean, that's probably for the best. Since,
Yes, and I wanted to pull you aside. It has something to do with my friend Jack. You see, I kind of know a few things about him. You see that he took the liberty of being able to tell me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to actually remember. I think it did have something to do with that, with his family and stuff.
It's inside of his old journal.
Remember, we did have this. He did have this moment where he took his mask off and was serious with us. You know, whenever we still had the other two.
Detailed fully inside of his old journal.
Yeah.
For you fine folks at home is this.
Yeah. So Winchester basically gives him like a brief thing about it, like about his mom and dad. I think. I'm trying to remember exactly how it went. Wally, you remember his story, right?
Winchester's?
No.
Yeah.
Well.
I mean, Japs.
Yep.
So
there's a written down version of it that you guys have in the journals.
Oh right, where is that?
It's Jap's
It's extremely broken.
Jap's old journal. Yeah.
It is physically painful to read.
Yes, it should
That's the
be.
point of it. That's the point. Jap his brain don't work right. He never was taught how to write properly.
So Winchester retails of what small bits of what he remembers about Jap's parents being entertainers and stuff, and how he came up with the idea of the masks, how raiders and stuff tortured him and things, and basically kind of leaves it at that, and to let him kind of learn,
soak in,
yeah, to kind of let him soak that part, most of that in. So you see, he technically was tortured as a child, and that's where all those scarring came from. It's the first I've ever seen of it, actually.
Yeah.
That's a lie. You've seen Jap's face.
Yeah. I
That's
have also seen his face. I don't know if you've actually seen it or not, but
I go on.
he will definitely show it to you when he feels ready. But
I
just know
can
that
understand it.
the masks are basically his way of dealing with his emotions because he's literally broken.
Okay, that's an odd idea, but I can see that.
Yes.
If no,
Well,
what you're saying is about his face is true.
as you could see when he had on his happy mask, as he calls it, that's what that one is. He literally could not see the scarring on his own body because he physically probably couldn't. If he took the mask off, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to know what would actually happen.
Yeah, that might not be
end
a
badly.
pretty sight.
Yeah.
If I'm to be
So
honest.
if he does take his mask off, just give him time to put another one on, because usually his mask will dictate what he's feeling at the moment. Also, if he puts on a mask that has nothing, that has no features on it at all, don't worry about it. He's just not. He doesn't know what to feel, so he feels nothing.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for
Yeah.
telling me.
Like I said, it's probably best to let me deal with him for now. So don't try to push too much on the issue.
Okay, I'll leave that up to you since I
Mm-hmm.
really haven't been too good on the whole psychology mumbo
Yeah.
jumbo. So
Although, if you could do me a small favor, though, could you keep an eye on that little one? She terrifies the living.
um,
She tried to steal my blood like a goddamn vampire, and then she tried to cook me. The nerve!
I will definitely keep my eye on her. To be honest, I mean,
Thank
Did
you.
I
she
hear
is.
this at all, Sin? Did I hear
You
this
do have
conversation
really
at all?
good hearing, but they are quite a distance away. That
And when
would.
he
God
did
damn
say
it.
that, he was kind of whispering it to him in a sense.
Oh
So
yeah, you absolutely would
Well,
not be able to hear
I
that.
meant like, did I hear about Jap? Is what I wanted to know.
Oh, about
um,
Jap. You probably would not have said
I
that
guess it'll
super
depend.
quietly.
I guess it would have to depend on where the wind was blowing at the time, because it could have carried the words to her properly.
Mhm.
You think about who's next to you. Jap doesn't shut up.
That is true. He is
True,
quite
Yeah.
loud. In order to hear it, I would say, oh, what's a good detection? You don't have very good detection, do you? Do you?
There's
No, you
also
have
a
very good.
bubbling pot of soup next
Yeah.
to you.
What is
Yeah,
your
but I
And a
can
crackling fire.
multitask. I
Your
can multitask.
your detection is way too low to be able to hear that. That'd be way too hard to roll for you.
Are you sure?
It would be like a minus. Let's see, a hard roll, a hard difficulty, which this would be, you know, either average or hard difficulty, would be either minus 50 or minus 75.
Minus 75, here we go.
Negative
I-
100.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, absolutely. I've not heard anything. The
All you
wind
can
was
hear
blowing away from you. On top of Jap Taxi, on top of the bubbling pot, on top of talking with Ace as he was playing cards, yeah, and on top of Mr. Krampus regaling you with some stories of how Saint Nick was a gun-toting...
Or like Satan.
Yeah.
he was a gun-toting man of fire or something. Many stories.
God damn it.
Yeah.
But yes, Q, I think it's best we get back to the group now before they realize we're gone.
Jap, try the soup.
Jap, like, lifts his mask, merely takes a spoon, takes a sip. It's more, something. I don't know.
Protein. He lifts up the leg
No.
again. Oh.
You notice that Jap really... You notice that Jap's like... Is this supposed to taste like something? Well, Jap knows what it needs, and he puts, like, random thing on his spoon and then eats that with it.
Wait, no, you do not add random shit to my soup. This is a vegetable soup, so it's supposed to have a light flavor, therefore... Don't add random shit.
So Winchester's coming
Protein.
over now after his talk with the now dubbed Q. As
Mhm.
he walks over and he kind of gives a sniff of the pot. He's like, "What is this concoction?"
It's the only kind of fucking soup we can have since we don't have any protein to add to it. So it's
Yeah,
basically
you
literally
see
just
Krampus
boiled
slowly
vegetables.
lifting his hand again. Well, not
We're
you
not
see.
Krampus,
We
eating
do
the
no.
rotting leg.
Well, if you needed meat, I had some mole rats, rad scorpion, a little bit of rad roach here and there. I even know how to find gecko.
Ace, can you kill a snake? You know there's one nearby.
Hello, Krampus.
Pulls out boot knife. I'll be back.
Okay. Looks like we're having snake soup, guys.
You know, it's interesting how you have him go out and hunt down something when you literally have a predator of the highest on the food chain right here. We're willing to go and get something.
Are you
Reindeers don't
immune to
hunt.
poison?
I mean, I'm immune to radiation.
Are you immune to venom from a snake?
My hide is pretty thick. I doubt that he would even be able to penetrate.
Reindeers
Are
don't
you
hunt.
immune to venom?
By the
'Cause
way,
if not,
Krampus,
you
that
will
one I
fucking
rolled was to
die.
see what kind of protein you had in your bag. You just have a rotting human leg in there. You keep pulling out as protein whenever they say it.
Snack.
Right.
Do you want some?
No, Krampus, we don't need a fucking rotting human leg.
Hands it to Winchester.
Want some?
Oh God.
Winchester looks at it, gives it a sniff. He's like, "Oh, no, I think I'll pass. More for you in that case."
Oh.
Goes to Ace.
Want some?
I
Ace
left
is-
to get a
isn't there.
snake.
Ace
Forgets
is
that
going to
no.
grab me a snake.
But there's Jap right next to you. You and him were playing cards with Ace.
Want some?
You're not holding anything.
Where'd it go?
He starts waving around the rotten leg.
He
Oh,
literally
no.
thinks that he looks at it, sees the leg in his hand, he's like, "Where did it go?"
Who
Jap,
ate my
why?
treat?
Jap, why?
Right by tree. And he's just waving you around. Wait, roll me a d20 real quick, Krampus.
Oh god.
Jap, why'd you do this?
You accidentally may or may not have slammed it directly into one of the logs beneath the pot, and now it's on fire. Thankfully, the pot is uninjured, but now your rotting human leg is on fire.
Oh,
Oh,
gross.
there
Oh,
it
no.
is.
that
Does it
is-
smell
That
like
fucking-
the bunker
that
bit?
smell. Oh, that rancid, rancid smell.
Is it smelling like the bunker again?
Yeah.
I have not smelled that since
about last night, actually.
Yesterday. Yeah,
last
we
night
smelled it
too,
yesterday.
but I always will associate that with the Legion. They
Here, Krampus
they
will
are-
cook it.
Throws it in
Oh
fire.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
Wait, roll me another d20.
I immediately pull the soup off the fire,
Oh,
put it
good.
off to the side, and run to
that
find
might be
Ace.
smart.
He manages to toss
Oh.
it with pinpoint accuracy. Do you want to toss it into the fire or the pot?
The fire.
Okay.
No,
You manages to
okay,
toss it with pinpoint
oh,
accuracy
God.
into the fire as you pull away your pot. It hits and it just bursts into flames. As
yeah.
even
Scared
Ace
like a
can smell
child.
at this point.
Damn, that bunker must have gone up in smoke.
Hey.
Yeah, it probably did.
You do manage
Smells
to
just
find a
like
snake
Saint Nicholas.
before you turn around and you see the tiny child holding the pot of probably really hot liquid. And,
As I'm like running towards you.
and, and the leg sticking out of the center of the campfire. It's been 5 minutes.
And
wow.
Krampus is
I
sitting
go to
there like,
find one goddamn snake,
So the
and
fire
everything
is
goes
still
to
going.
shit.
So Sin, the fire's still going, right?
Yeah.
Winchester pukes on it.
Oh god.
Oh.
And I've turned around to see this as he happens to
He
puke
just
on the fire.
up chugs onto the burning human leg.
Yeah, he's just like.
I'm not
Crap.
hungry anymore.
Krampus
And you
picks
guys
it up.
also, you guys could see Winchester holding at where he thinks his stomach might be, as he's just like rather woozy.
I imagine I've grabbed the snake and I've been holding it as I watch
He's
that.
holding the snake.
I just chuck the snake, still alive, back into the bush, and put my knife away.
No, Ace. A better thing. You turn around as you just grab the snake, and it's like trying to bite you. The snake also looks over, and you both look at each other, and you just chuck it as you go to fix its neck.
You don't deserve that shit.
Krampus
Jetpack
picks up
stitches.
what's left of the foot, holds it up to people. It's done. Want some?
Oh god.
I immediately turn away from him and start sprinting away.
I'm just gonna sit and eat the soup. I'm gonna laugh as well while this is happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in my bag to see if I find any rations and kind of walk away from the
horrifying smell.
horrifying smell of the burning flesh of someone else, of a human.
And the puke. And the burning.
And the burning
puke.
As
Burning
Krampus is
puke.
holding up the now charred leg, the puke covering it is now just leaking down his hand and dripping off his forearm.
He
Now,
It's like
now,
enchilada sauce.
now Q is
Hey, why?
now Q is just like almost gonna barf himself since he's
so
he's seen some weird shit in the day, and this might take the cake.
Oh god, Krampus, don't tell me you're gonna eat it.
He's gonna
Please
offer
don't
it to
eat it.
Winchester
Please
real
don't.
quick.
Oh
Krampus.
god.
Want some?
I am. I swear,
go
I'm
over
gonna
to
start
Winchester,
walking.
and he is just like he's laying on the ground, but not like not normally like a death claw. His arms are splayed out to the
field
side, and he's just like flopped down onto the ground
Oh.
as and somehow, some way, you guys are seeing a death claw's face turn green.
Green means Christmas. You must want it then. He opens your mouth.
Oh god.
So, oh, okay, hang on.
Okay.
It's gonna be a battle of strengths between the two
Oh,
strongest
No,
characters we have
no,
on
it's
the
not gonna be a battle of strengths. Where is it?
team.
Here we go.
Oh, Winchester, you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
need some
so
healing
Winchester's
after
gonna
this.
take a
Mhm.
swing at him. So I'm just gonna roll this without a modifier to see if he can hit him.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
You
That's
attempt
funny.
to, and your claws hit the side of his abs, and it just scrapes along it, and the sound is like your claws rubbing against steel.
And then for the first time, you guys actually hear Winchester roar like a death claw, right in his face.
Ooh, intimidation.
While you're roaring, I stick it in your mouth.
Oh!
Oh no!
You attempt to
Tasty.
intimidate the man, and you get.
Actually, no,
Oh!
you
God.
Ace, I don't think the Death Claw is intelligent anymore. I think it
Hang
will
on.
back to normal.
Perhaps he should roll intimidation before I can do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
go
see
ahead
if his
and roll the
intimidation factor can hurt you. You are not a very
Easily
susceptible
modifier?
man. So go with a minus 75 to intimidation because it's a hard roll. Oh no.
So close.
You scream right in his face, and all he sees is ooh, opportunity.
I just like the idea that it like he tries so hard to make an actual Deathclaw roar, but then he has like a prepubescent voice crack.
No, he's about to start, and then thump, his mouth gets covered with the thing. Oh, so
Oh, you'd be
if
spewing
anybody can
chunks.
see which would
Endurance.
so, since everyone want, is it alright if everyone could roll a perception check to an extent? At least,
Yeah.
everybody in the area because everyone's relatively close.
Mhm.
But Krampus especially would better notice this right away, but probably wouldn't better comprehend it.
Yeah.
Because
Everybody
I'm
roll
gonna about to do
me.
something, guys, and y'all gonna have a hell of a time.
Oh my- yeah, the blind girl doesn't notice anything. Jab taxis
I
E's
got it,
lip
guys.
soup.
I got it,
Okay,
guys.
so
I got everything. Don't worry
Oh,
about
Ace
it.
is gonna know.
Roll perception with no
Okay, so
modifier. Yep.
perception.
Ace is looking in your direction and holding Sasuke so she doesn't throw up in her own
Yeah.
soup.
For Q.
Yep. Krampus, roll me perception as well.
Tasty treat.
Oh,
Rogue
he
is
doesn't.
attempting not to throw up himself and is actively looking away. Sorry, not Ace,
So-
Rogue.
You noticed this right away. Winchester's eyes. Normally, they looked rather human-esque, with the irises and the pupils.
Mhm.
You see the pupils expand out so far, they look like an animal. Because that's what Winchester just became for a split second.
Oh,
His intelligence left him, and he is now just a legit Deathclaw about to attack Krampus.
oh,
I
no.
fucking called it. I even said right as he stuck it in, I don't think our Deathclaw's intelligent anymore.
Tasty leg,
God.
good for reindeer.
No, he just opens his mouth to growl, and it just slips out as he's just looking at you now. He's standing up to his full height, and then roars again. And this
Ooh.
time not for intimidation, but in just pure rage.
You roar directly into his face, spewing his own leg back at him. And
Ace.
whatever else was in your mouth. What was that, Sasuke?
I'm trying to tell Ace, like, that's not Winchester anymore. Something needs to happen before someone gets hurt.
As you're saying this, I'm already picking you up,
Do you?
and I'm just running to this truck and like rolling her underneath the truck.
Oh God.
Dive, dive, dive! Okay. Like, we need to make sure he doesn't die. Nope.
Happy noises.
Oh my
So he's gonna go. So since clearly Krampus is not in combat right now, but Winchester is. Time for another.
You have a very difficult time trying to hit him, I'll be honest. Your claws are very
You'd be
sharp, but you have
surprised.
a very hard roll.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna use the gore ability.
Mhm.
What with no modifier?
No modifier, no. His AC is 38, so you have a very, very difficult. You have like a 1/10 chance. Yeah. So you
just
attempt
forgot
to
that.
gore him, and your horns just cannot seem to. Your everything just cannot seem to get through the
Well,
man.
mind you, he's not actually a legit Deathclaw, so that's why he's not able to fight like one.
Yeah. So you ram into him, and your horn literally just skirts around his abs as you attempt to go through it, and just slides along his abs, which are kind of painful for you actually, because your horn is like, it's like hitting a steel wall, and it's like moving along it.
So Sin, you know that feeling when you accidentally grind your teeth?
Yeah.
It's that, but on his head instead.
Yeah, as
Wait,
you
aren't the
headbutt
horns
his
your ears?
abs. As
No.
Or is that
No, no.
Aura?
The horns are not for these. It's not exactly like that.
Mhm.
The horns are more like your. I don't know what
they're
they
like
would
bone,
be.
basically.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, they're just horns. They're
Yeah.
just like a solid.
a growth of bone
Yeah,
Mhm.
just a solid.
out of the skull.
So you slam into his abs, like pushing him back maybe a couple of inches, as the two of you are pretty much locked. He does not appear to be hurt in the slightest. His abs are literally so unbelievably strong that your horns haven't made a single scratch on him.
So,
You
Krampus,
just
you gonna do
fucking-
anything in retaliation?
Yes. After you do that, he looks at you, looks at his stomach, looks back at you, and just scratches where you attacked him.
Okay, now
Just
when-
reach down and
No.
start rubbing your stomach like along his cheek.
He's just scratching his ab.
He's
He's
just
like,
scratching at it.
Mhm.
So Winchester's now like right up on him, so he's gonna try to grab him and just pick him up and toss him. You know, like how Deathclaws do in Fallout 4.
Ah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
throw me.
You have, let's see. You're
I
not
don't think I
even
actually-
close to as strong as he is. So let's see whether or not you're actually able to do that. Let's go with claw swing.
All right, claw swing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Bite slap. So just straight up claw swing.
Yep, no modifier.
All right.
Again, very difficult roll for you. It's not going as you wrap your arms around his waist and you attempt to lift upwards, and he sits down, like his legs plant themselves, and it's just not budging. There's no
You
movement.
guys
Give him
are
a
just looking
little
at this
hug.
Deathclaw, trying basically basically the way you guys can see it is that this raging Deathclaw is basically just slapping at this.
It's Titan of a giant.
Because even for a Deathclaw, Winchester is still pretty big. Because, he's
Yeah.
focused more time on
Mhm.
researching than he was on
Mhm.
hunting and gathering.
Even the biggest, strongest Deathclaw would have a hard time getting through his abs. And, you're not even close to a big, strong Deathclaw.
No,
Can
no.
Was
I
that
roll
Jeff?
an intelligence?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What?
We'll see whether or not you're smart enough to no, you think he's playing
Okay.
with you. You think this is
So-
a play fight.
He just kind of like cocks his head, trying to figure out what you're doing. And then it came to him. He realized what this is. Hug! And he hugs you,
Oh!
squashing you.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
God.
I'm guessing you're squeezing him so tightly. I'd probably have to roll for endurance maybe to see if he knocks him out.
Yeah, roll me endurance versus his strength. No modifiers on either.
All right, I think this is from the primary.
Mhm.
Yeah, endurance. Oof.
Oh. As he wraps his arms around you, your intelligence starts to come back to you because he proceeds to squeeze. And this man.
He just picks him up and he starts squeezing him in a big old Titan bear hug. And Winchester's just roaring as he's like, just enraged. But slowly it starts to die down as you just hear like, instead of the roar, you just hear his voice thing going.
He squeezes so hard you see the Deathclaw pass out. You also hear a couple of, you're fairly certain, bones creaking under his pure, unbelievable strength.
And so he goes limp in his arms.
So, Jeb, you
Hugs
got
are
to have a
great.
frontline seat to probably the weirdest bow of all time.
I'm just sitting there eating this stew. You people aren't gonna. You haven't touched him.
It was a Loretta show.
He just watched a man tank a Deathclaw and then hug it to unconsciousness.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Alright, well, Ace, you no longer hear any bowel noises after a, loud noise.
You
at
just
the-
hear a
At this
hug.
point, Sasuke has crawled as like she has seen that she hasn't seen, but she knows she's under a car.
Mhm.
She's crawled to the middle of the car where like nothing can reach her.
You all hear hug. Which is
I peek out gun barrel first from my cover.
You see Krampus holding Winchester's limp body.
Oh my god.
Juan Cena.
Yeah. You,
So Sasuke, about that steak. No, we should wait and see if he's alive yet. Or alive still.
Deathclaw is the tastiest of meat.
How would you know that?
You've had it.
Why does the little... Wait, hang on. So
I've cooked it before.
I need to be sure. You sure it was a steak and not a sausage?
Oh.
She's had sausages before.
Were they Deathclaw sausages?
I don't know.
Hopefully you've
roll
not
for
had
it.
that unpleasant
Roll for it.
sight.
Roll to see if you had Deathclaw sausages.
Have I had Deathclaw sausages before?
Oh my god. Well, 1d20.
My assumption is no.
Oh, well, that's about the same as 1d20. Yeah. You were told it was Deathclaw meat.
So I ate.
Sasuke.
Did I
Sasuke.
seriously eat it? Like actually eat it, or?
You-
I mean,
you wouldn't have you wouldn't have been able to know otherwise because you were blind. But
Yeah, you ate Deathclaw peen.
You were told it was
Hey.
Deathclaw meat.
Hey, fair enough. People eat bull
that's it.
testicles all the
Look,
time.
they didn't lie.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, you've eaten some Deathclaw delicacies. Yeah.
So you can't even fucking eat it.
Now you got try.
Krampus
But,
loves hugs.
So now Winchester's out for the count, and if y'all gonna start moving, Krampus is gonna have to carry.
I don't think will be much
Oh,
of a
he
problem.
will definitely.
So Rogue, you see
Also, I'm not sure if there was something more you wanted from this, but sorry.
No, that's
This is-
basically it was just death. It was just him raging. I was even if he he knocked you out. If as long as you fell down, he would have just started roaring at you until eventually he naturally would have just passed himself out because he overexerted himself.
yeah.
Fair enough.
So
So
this is probably the best outcome anyway. It was actually comedical.
Yeah. So you just slug him over your shoulder. Now you have a Deathclaw saddlebag.
A Deathclaw and his saddlebag.
Yeah.
Reindeer, give me big hug. I feel special.
Fucking Krampus doesn't even realize he was trying to kill him. Ah!
I cannot
You get a
believe
fucking
you
-1.
hugged a Deathclaw to unconsciousness.
Let's go. Reindeer will wake soon, and Krampus will give another hug.
No.
Not of something.
Huh?
While he's unconscious,
Mhm.
Ace is gonna turn to Sasuke and say, "Hey, you have any more vials?"
Yeah, I got a few more empty ones. Here you go.
Deathclaw.
I take the vials and like just flick my switchblade out with a grin on my face.
I assume that you guys start packing up your stuff and start heading on the road once more, as it's now daytime and Krampus is holding.
Wait,
Jack's
Yeah.
been waiting on you people all this time.
What was that, Sauce?
wait. What are you doing with my vials?
You said you wanted Deathclaw blood, right?
True. All right.
I go get Deathclaw blood.
Alright, I assume that Sasuke rolls out and grabs her pot of stew.
Yep.
Alright, cool. Hopefully it doesn't get any
She's
dust
just
in
gonna
it,
eat
but-
it while she's walking. She's gonna be waddling while carrying this pot, and just every once in a while stop, take a bite.
What do you think Jap's been eating out of? He didn't grab a plate. He just been eating out of the. No, he's just eating out of the pot. No one else said they were hungry, so he started eating it, and he's been doing that this entire time.
He took my pot, dude.
You said you weren't hungry.
I wasn't hungry after the puke on the fire.
So
But I'm
you
hungry
just walk
now.
back out to Jab, who's just slowly eating out of the pot. You just
there
sigh,
any
grab
left,
your
Jab?
ladle, and start eating too.
If there's any left, yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna Wait.
Hmm?
Jap, how are you holding the pot?
Jap's got hands.
Are you like bear hugging the pot to eat out of it?
He's got one arm wrapped around it and another hand has a spoon.
I'm gonna crawl up onto his shoulder and start eating it with my own spoon.
Okay, then.
You just see her crawl up onto
How do you
this
get
dude's
past his
shoulder.
hat though?
You like crawl
I have
like
my
alongside his shoulder. There's a weird finicky movements. Just starts souping.
I fucking love Ace Ventura, man.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Okay, so God. And Ace
Big
just
ol'
starts
result. I had a little
stabbing
result.
Krampus and pouring some blood, stabbing him, pouring some blood.
Not Krampus.
Sorry, no,
Winchester.
Winchester. I don't know why I get them mixed up, but okay.
Yeah, remember, he said anytime he's. No, he said only when he was wounded you're allowed to take 2 vials. He never said anything about being passed out. How dare you?
I mean, if I stab you, then you're wounded, aren't you?
Yeah, but I mean, like, naturally wounded. Like, he stubbed his toe or something like that,
Hey,
How are you
pricked
gonna
your finger.
bleed from having your toes stubbed?
Exactly!
You guys
Maybe.
eventually start continuing way down the desert. It takes you guys several hours or so, maybe like an hour, maybe 2, to get to roughly the approximate location. You guys have some maps, I assume. Approximate location of where you guys were told in the hollow thing where the base is. And you guys, of course, because it's in Fallout's duty to make it so you always have to hear this, the screaming of people.
Oh,
Jazz
joy.
into my room.
Some sweet screaming of people. As you guys do enter what looks to be a basis for a city? No, town. Town. We're going with town. As there's people over here, and there are, I'm just don't reveal all of them at the same time. Boop.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello.
Oh no, we're live.
Yeah, there's some people making a barricade of pretty much anything you can imagine, anything metal, anything steel. They made a barricade of. There's quite a few enemies in front. There's a lot of ghouls, some glowing ghouls which spark radiation. There's also this rad scorpion as well.
I'm just hanging off of Jap's shoulder, trying to figure out what's going on.
You have no idea what's going on because you can't see any of this. But as you guys start getting closer, you do hear the sounds of people screaming. That's about all you can really hear. Pretty much, yeah. The rest of you guys, though, can see a wonderful onslaught of ghouls slowly slugging their way between this very meticulously made, I don't know what this would be called, hallway? Entryway? Gathering way? I don't know. Something like that. And there's also a rat scorpion in the back. Yeah, checkpoint. There you go. Choke point. Choke point for this thing. Very cleverly designed. So not a whole lot will move around as long as they're inside this area. And with the screaming people right here is pretty good. You're fairly certain there's some kind of explosives right here, but you're not quite sure if it's going to work.
Oh, there's some other people.
Now, I'm not sure if Winchester would be awake at this point in time.
I guess I'd have to roll for that. I don't know.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah, it is a loud explosion and he gets startled easily.
Yeah, well, it hasn't exploded yet. You guys just see some explosives-ish in the distance here. Not entirely sure if it's explosives or if it's like some weird handicaps, but you guys do hear some screaming. Maybe that'll wake up him. Yeah, roll me endurance.
What is that yelling coming from?
Pretty sure that's from
Ron.
but yeah, roll me endurance, just flat endurance.
Alright.
You do manage to get up. You are slugged over Krampus's shoulder, It's very unpleasant. The bouncing is starting to make you feel like you want to throw up a little bit. But you're awake.
Again?
As you wake up, you are in the prime position to see a bunch of ghouls. Not looking in your direction, but you're staring right at them.
So when exactly did we get into this position?
Mm.
Couple seconds ago.
Yeah, we just rolled up to this. I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather take care of them before they get close. As
So does anybody
Q
else
just takes out his.
So does anybody else see that? As Winchester's kind of pointing.
No, I am just seeing it. What was that? I've never seen that before.
That
Well, fuck
would
you
be...
too, Winchester.
Every
Not the time, Sasuke.
That would be a Mirelurk.
His fault.
Or a Mirlook. I don't know how to say those things.
Mirelurk.
Mirelurk? Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I did it right the first time. Yeah,
From,
that would be a
from-
Mirelurk. It is
oh, yeah,
slowly
Mirelurk.
approaching. It appears like these ghouls are either chasing it down or hunting the people screaming, and the rat scorpions in the back just kind of wanting a meal, essentially.
Oh, hey, look, a rat scorpion. Ooh, that'd be some good eating.
Can I kill it?
You walk up to the rat scorpion directly behind these guys.
Yeah, he walks over and he's gonna go and stomp it with his foot, because it's a bug. He just wants the claws anyway.
Roll me your what? Do you have a stomp or is it just claw swing? Do claw swing.
I think I just have like claws and feet, maybe, or
Yeah,
fists
they
or
do
something
claw
like that.
swing.
Yeah, I have fists and feet, so I'm gonna do claw swing. Because I mean, it's still technically his claws,
Yeah.
even if it's feet. No modifier.
Yeah, no modifier. It's about as
Alright.
hard as hitting the other guy. Oh my god.
Hey, when food is involved, Winchester is ace.
You can't hurt freaking Krampus, but this thing you can.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's very little armor, but we'll see. You didn't kill it because it's a very high tier enemy. Well, not high tier, but effectively a high tier.
I'm just gonna sneak up and finish it off.
49.
I'm still hanging off of Jap's shoulder, by the way.
Jap, don't stop walking. He saw Winchester go. Jap walked.
Could I have grabbed her off?
Yeah. You quartered its health in one shot.
What's that?
You quartered its health in one shot.
Yep.
As you step on it with a very loud thump as it crushes under your foot, it's gonna retaliate, and then we're gonna do a whatchamacallit,
A roll of the
initiative. Initiative.
Mm.
So
Alright.
it retaliates. I believe that you have a much lower AC than that. Yeah, 56. By stabbing you in the leg.
Trying to remember.
Roll me
Yeah,
endurance
I-
-2.
Endurance -2.
Mm-hmm. While you do that,
Hang on,
I will.
Hang on, my brain dead.
First
Hold on,
page,
brain-
endurance.
I know. It's just not normally brain dead. -2, right?
Yep.
God damn
Oof.
it. Why
Yeah,
do
you
this
take
to me?
15 poison damage on top of 19 damage. Oof. You're in a lot of pain. You're in a dramatic amount of pain. You know your god from Jump Chain?
Yeah.
That's the amount of dramatic that you are producing here as you take a total of 19.
So he does that, and then he's like, he's expecting the thing to just die normally because he's a fucking Deathclaw and he just
Mhm.
stomps a bug. It stabs him in his foot. You see him look at it for a brief second. He tilts his head up. You just hear.
As you do so, and you are exceptionally wounded now as you stumble back a moment, you see
was that a
every
tiny
single
child?
creature turn towards you.
Oh, he's jumping up and
Uh.
down on one foot. He's just like, oh, my foot, my foot, my foot.
Krampus will save you.
Oh no.
Oh
Alright, roll
no.
me
Gets on the truck and does a war cry.
Oh my god. Roll me initiative, folks. I believe it's on it's on the third page. Sequence. Left side underneath health.
Mhm.
Click your character, then
Put
roll
up the
sequence.
initiative roll. Put up the
Uh,
initiative roll.
on the third page, what?
Yep,
Where?
on the left
what?
side, health, sequence.
Current health, max health.
What the fuck, Ace? You rolled a natural 1 and still got a 10.
So
There you go. Yep. So you
Do
go to
I
your
have
character
the
sheet,
thing that
and then you go to the third tab underneath rads. You click sequence. As long as you're clicking on your character. Good job.
Oh wait. Okay. I'm zoomed in all the way, so let
Okay,
me
good.
zoom out to my character.
That's weird.
Krampus, why do you have 2 rolls?
Because it didn't. The
Oh yeah, you
initiative
gotta
didn't
click
go
your
into the
character
turn order.
when you do
Initiative.
that. Sequence.
I love how the rat scorpion got a 24.
I'm gonna change that. There
Yeah,
we go.
it's sequence on the left side of the third tab.
I thought I clicked on it and it just didn't work, so I
Oh,
wanted to try again.
Okay.
So if you go to your character sheet, there should be
Yeah.
5 tabs that you can choose between.
Yeah.
The third tab, in condition, you should see sequence and a button.
Sequence. I'm not seeing it for mine.
On the left
It's underneath
side.
your reds.
Oh wait. Right
Yeah,
there. Okay.
you'll
Yeah,
see
yeah.
sequence and right
I'm
above
a
it.
little sleepy right now, so.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's put in such a way where it just looks odd.
I know,
So-
I
Yeah, it
hate it.
does-
Used to be on the first tab, and I loved it on the first tab, but no.
It should be on the first tab.
Really should be, but they changed it at some point, so... Oh, right, I should probably do... Yeah, just not... You know what, we'll do that. And then we'll do that.
Oh, by the way, Sin, I'm
Hmm?
assuming my vodka from last session
Mhm.
would have worn off by now.
Yeah, because you went to sleep, so yeah. You're welcome to drink
Okay.
another one on your turn, but...
I
bonuses.
honestly would
Right.
not. Vodka does not do anything good for me.
That's
I
fair.
can be my cocaine elf.
You can indeed. Okie dokie. All those are in. So let me descend. Alright, Rad Scorpion is first. Ooh, Ron, you're about to take a turn for the worst.
Yeah, depending on how much it hits, I might actually be dead.
Yeah, it's you won't be dead, but you will be in a significant amount of pain. It does have to roll it has a 1 in 2 chance of hitting you. So it's not that bad. It does not like you though, because you did stab it. Well, it says
question.
don't.
Ron, what is your health at currently out of what? Because I can see your health technically.
Oh yeah. Actually, can
That should be his current health is 14 out of 48.
Jesus, you're about to die, you fool.
He's
Yeah.
also poisoned.
Oh shit.
Because he stepped on a scorpion.
Yeah, I expected it to fucking die because it's a death claw stomping on it.
Most things would have. These things have a very
This scorpion is a
Oh.
fucking bastard and wants vengeance.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, it's it may just kill itself. Hold on.
Oh, because that's a failure.
Yeah, that
So,
is.
oh, it makes sense because he technically would have crushed the brain, but now it's just kind of spasming out as it's trying to get over to him.
So yeah, let me. All right, it's a critical fail. It does 15 true damage to itself.
So he hit himself
Is that
in
enough to
confusion.
kill itself?
No, it's not half health.
Oh my god.
Well.
This...
Well,
That's you wait till Krampus gets a hold of it, and it won't be at half health for much longer.
No.
Alright. The glowing one. Let's see. It has. Actually, I can just look at this. 9 movement speed. Not
So I'm
movement speed.
guessing.
Yep. So it's going to move. God, how
So
far
I'm
can it
guessing
move?
the one glowing one thing is just gonna be for both of them.
It's a rad creature, so that's 11 square. So it can move. It'll move there, and this one will move there. They're accompanying on the way, and I believe these ones, which are not next, the Mirelurk can do the exact same thing. I don't know its AP. Its AP is 8, which means no, it can't do the same
And
thing.
these
It's
guys
much
kind
slower.
of feel so weird. The fact that they just saw a Deathclaw try to stomp on a rad scorpion, get stung, scream like a little bitch, and then help a bunch of people kill these things.
Yeah, all the people are very confused, but you at least make it so they won't hurt. Now, Krampus, it is now your turn. I do want you to remember you do have the Whirlwind ability.
Oh. Sorry, my internet crashed. What was it?
You're good. You do have the Whirlwind ability, which I don't think I have on here, but is on the other sheet. So.
Also, your the reindeer just got hurt.
Yeah, the reindeer's in a lot of
pissed
pain.
he's coming.
So you are welcome to move. Let's see. Krampus, you have how much AP? You have 7 AP. So to move.
Does he still have free movement?
Possibly. Should be on your character sheet.
I don't remember if he still has it or not.
Let's see.
I
If
know
not,
he
I
did during the
can
one
stab
shot.
you with. I can stab you with stuff that makes you have free movement.
I do not believe you do. If you have
do not
them, I
Start
don't know. If
stabbing
you have them.
Winchester, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So you can move about that far. 0.
35 feet. Okay.
Yep. So you're right next to your buddy boo friend. You have. That's pretty much all of your running ability. You're running next to your friend, and hopefully you're gonna become a bigger target than he is. Cause let me just tell you right now, he is not gonna be a happy target.
I'm try and wait. Can I still do something or?
That
'cause
was
all
all
you
of your AP, so that's about as far as he can move in terms
okay.
of AP.
Jesus.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a decently sized map, and
Also, we're running
Winchester
off of-
went far.
We're going off of that, huh? No.
Yep. So Jappy Tappy, you have 10 AP. Each space is 1, so you could actually get up to them, or you could stab Ron in the back with a healing item, if you have them.
Stab his ass! Stab his ass!
Do you have a healing item, actually, now I think about it? You should.
I do.
Oh, he does! He has
have
a
healing.
healing salve. Yep.
Jab at the doctor! Jab at Happy!
He's a fucking doctor,
So yeah,
man.
you're welcome to run up to Ron and just slap his ass with healing salve.
See, a smart man would do that. I, however, am a slightly dumb man.
Just slightly, though. Instead, he doesn't slap his ass with it.
No, I jump on top of him and slap him in the face with it.
No. So, my brain went to, instead of slapping his ass with it, he slaps his dick with it.
No. No, Ron. No. Yap just gets on your back and slaps you with it. I wish I could just jump forward off of your back, but I don't think I'm able to do that while also
No.
doing the healing stuff.
You don't have enough AP for that. You
Yeah,
spend 1 AP,
so-
just kind of slap him
on his
upside the head. I believe it's a 1d20 plus 5 is the healing.
Actually, Sid,
Let me check.
if somebody is on top of Winchester, wouldn't they get an advantage on firing at something down below because, I have the high ground?
I don't believe so, but that's an interesting thing I could bring up to some people.
And that's what I rolled for his healing.
Oh!
Oh,
Alright,
thank
you are back
Oh.
up to 38 health.
Nice.
Which is, that's about half your health healed in one shot. You're still poisoned, but
Yeah.
I don't know how poison rules work, so I'll figure that out at some point. So, you're in
At
so
some
much
point.
pain. At some point, yes. So, it's now Feral Ghoul's turn, and Mr. Krampus charging is actually a quite viable interest, and they still can't make it to him.
Because, even if they are just like, mindless monsters, they'll realize, oh, hey, Deathclaw is like, apex predator. Don't get near it.
Mm-hmm.
So this one gets up to you. How much is the AP for this? God damn it. All three of these get up right in front of Ron and can't attack.
Ah!
Next turn, though, is going to be a wild ride for Ron. So, Sasuke.
So I have 7 AP.
Mm-hmm.
How far can I go with 7 AP?
7 AP, rushing straight forward. You'll be able to go that far. Oh, you can't see that.
I can see that. I
Oh,
saw
you
the
could?
35 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you can
Okay,
go
so
about
where-
that far with 7 AP. Charging right into
AP?
battle. Also,
Can
you're
I?
technically about half your size, but you run as fast as a normal person,
Yeah.
which is horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna run forward so I can eventually stab Winchester in the ass with some healing.
Okay, I believe it's that far? Question mark?
Something like that.
Nope, one more.
Nope, one more. The
Yeet.
tiny square
Tiny
moving.
square. Ron,
I look
is
like
your
a
turn.
fly.
Would you like to run the fuck away?
No, he's too busy hurting. So he's hurting and he's like, flailing around a little bit as he kind of like, spins around as he's bouncing up and down.
Mhm.
His tail would inadvertently strike at, like, I'm guessing all three of the ones in front of him.
Let me see if you have enough unarmed to actually do that. So there's a move called Whirlwind, which is, I think, Mr. Krampus's favorite ability. But
I think I also
so-
have it.
Yep, you get for enough AP. So let's see. Haymaker, German suplex. Oh, is that a melee weapon only thing? Oh wait, you have tail slap, don't you?
Yeah,
tail
that's what I'm
slap.
saying. His tail could basically
cannot
act as the melee
target.
weapon.
Yeah, I would say your tail slap would probably be able to hit multiple. Why is your thing 38? 38? That's a missed on my part. 38 health there. Let's see. What is your bite / call swing? Why do I have 2 of these? Feck you? I don't know. Oh, maybe I just forgot to get rid of the claw swing. I don't know why. Let's go with the click your bite / claw swing, and we'll see if you can hit them. It is not very difficult. Well, it is a very difficult roll. You don't have a whole lot in unarmed, so every unarmed strike you do is kind of difficult. But yeah, just go ahead and give me 3 3 claw swings.
So no modifiers with
Nope,
these?
no modifiers. Just 3 claw swings. Okay, you hit 1. Yep,
Hang on,
2
this
more.
is gonna take a bit.
Yeah, you're good. You missed the second one.
Alright.
And you definitely missed the third one. They have no armor, though, so you kill the first one.
Nice.
Yeah,
and remember,
he's
this
dead.
is him doing it by accident because he's bouncing around and he's kind of, flailing around a little bit and his tail is just smacking him. Or
Alright.
trying to.
I do have to go in just a second, so Rogue, which ones would you like to shoot? I'm assuming you're laying down some kind of fire.
Yes, I'm just taking out my M19 and trying to take out, or at least hit one of the glowing ones, because those seem like the ones that need to die.
Yep, you're able to shoot
Yeah, for
twice.
you guys, Yeah, for you guys,
Okay.
that those things are bad because they give off radiation just naturally.
Exactly. So let's.
You're able to shoot
Roll one.
twice, so you could do one shot for both.
Of course,
Oh,
Jap
I'll
is
take one shot of both. So.
Okay, dokie. Roll your shot
Jap
twice.
probably have a bad time being that close to him.
Critical chance.
Just don't put
0.
anything for those. Yep.
Okay.
You missed the first shot by 1.
Okay, so roll
And
again.
the second one, same thing. Actually, AC -5. You hit the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Which also has no armor, so you do straight 19 damage, I believe. 18 damage. And the second one, you miss horribly. You miss unbelievably badly as it goes wide, like over here wide.
Oh dear. I know.
So the M19 rifle. What kind of gun is that actually?
It's a, what is that? Bolt action?
It's a rifle.
It's an actual like full-on rifle instead of like a pistol or submachine gun or anything like that. It's a full-on.
I know that,
Oh.
dummy. I'm just trying to say like what type of a rifle is it? Like bolt action? Is it?
Google it.
It is. There's a lot of M19 rifles apparently. I believe it would be a.
I think it's an assault rifle.
Yeah, it would be an assault.
Semi-auto assault rifle.
Yeah, it's an assault.
Okay.
Yep. Alright, Ace, is now your turn.
Okay, there we go. So it's like the basic grade military rifle.
Yep. Ace, is your turn, and I suggest you better be quick because I have to go downstairs real quick.
Yep. I'm gonna free action stealth first
Okay.
and foremost.
Mhm.
Next, I would like to do a. Would I be able to see this one through the chaos?
Yes, you're able to see him through everyone.
Okay. I would like to make a targeted attack to his head.
Okie dokie. And that's gonna be pretty much instant crits. Assuming he doesn't die by your first shot. So feel free to do all that.
I forget what the.
I do have to
was
go
it a
downstairs though,
10?
unfortunately.
See?
But yeah, so do your roll. And if you guys are interested in seeing more of this content, and specifically seeing this fight end next time, feel free to join us every Saturday at 7 to 9 p.m. PST on our YouTube, Tables of Tartarus, or our Twitch, Purgatory Corner. Feel free to shoot, and with that, we will be done.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Ace.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hi, happy Valentine's Day,
St.
folks.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's dead. Well, it's not
That
dead.
too.
It's almost dead, but you do
What
get critical
the
though.
fuck, Ace, with 104?
You do get critical though because of specifically your you going to stealth. So feel free to roll your critical for me.
Do I have the auto stealth? I don't think I have the auto stealth.
You have all stealth because of you have stealth so high. It's a specialization, not a feat.
Well, no, I mean the instant crit from stealth. I don't have that
no,
yet.
you're because you went to stealth, your CC went up. Your critical chance went up.
Oh.
So 11 would
Okay.
definitely be within your critical range, I believe. So again, I'm a little bit quick here. Yeah, I can roll.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah, 11 would definitely be within your critical. Bad luck next time. All right, now mind. Nothing happens. Wow, that was anticlimactic as hell.
Kind of.
So we'll see you guys on
You
the next
missed
stream.
horribly?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Later, guys.